Hello there, everyone. This is Riq Sol, and my partner David Velasco and I have decided to, as you know, to give you a campaign with every detail in order for you to learn how to play. Due to the fact that my English is not that fluent, I am going to cut to the chase because I don't feel able to keep you entertained with the different tiny things that could happen in a trip or in a campaign. So I'm gonna give you just the facts, the things in order to proceed and to be able for yourself to play your campaign. So let's go. So little traveler told us this very morning that there are no mist on the horizon, so we called the blacksmiths and we told them that this is the day that our trip is going to start. So with Barcia, Felix and Sugoth, with these three guards, brave guards, we start the trip. So the first morning there is no mist forecast roll, so I need to roll a D100 in order to know if something is going to happen the first morning. Okay, so in the table for travel stages. So let's see. Okay, that's a 44, so nothing. Therefore, I can proceed with the rolling of the kilometers covered. In this case, we are traveling through plains, and the basic dice for plains is a D20. Okay, plus 10 kilometers, because that is like the base number that you are going to travel every travel stage. So let's see. 15. Okay, I need to multiply that 15 by 0.9 because the draft animals maximum life points is 9. So because of the merchandise, the cargo that we are carrying with the caravan. Okay, so in this case 15 multiplied by 0.9 is 22. So I can write here down 22, total 22. So that's it. Now we are set for the afternoon evening. Okay, so let's roll the mist forecast for the afternoon evening. Okay, a 3. So no mists. Well, always the perpetual vapor, but that's not that dangerous, okay? It's the white haze, density level 1, the gray murk, density level 2, and the black har, density level 3. Those three are the real danger out there. Okay, so no mists, 0 barrels, travel stage. Now we are going to roll on the table for travel stages at the 100, and in this case I get a 23. So again, nothing to report, nothing happens, so keep going. Let's roll the kilometers covered. Okay, 9 plus 10, 19, multiplied by 0.9 is 17. So I write down 17 kilometers for a total of 39. Just 1 kilometer away from the forest. Well, but now the dusk, the night is here, so I make camp, and for the night always the minimum level of mists is white haze. So level 1, so I'm going to use up a barrel of gold ash in a camp stage, no kilometers covered. So I'm gonna stay at 39. So let's roll on the table for camp stages. Okay, 80. That means passengers. Okay, so let's roll again. In this case, I need a odd number. Okay, not an even number, because it's like every 100 sections. In this case, for passengers, 50 of them are for travel stations and 50 of them are for camp stages. So the odd numbers are for the camp stages and the even numbers for the travel stages. So I get a 09. Okay, so I need to look for the section 909. A passenger feels especially bold and courageous, so they will join your guards in the next fight, only in the next fight, commanding the other passengers and even the company hands. Thanks to this, you will be able to add 1 to the combat value of the caravan. Perfect, that's wonderful. So you can see here that not everything that happens to you is a bad thing. There are some good things out there. Perfect. Good. Attaboy, that passenger. Okay, well, that's it. Well, let's go to the morning of the second day. Okay, so first of all, let's roll the mist forecast. I get a 1. A 1 it's telling me that there is going to be mists, but I need to know if the white haze that is always by night is going to stay, or is going to go increase, if it's going to upgrade to level 2. So I roll again a d4 with 1 and 2. It's like gray murk density 2, but with a 3 and a 4 is just white haze. Okay, a 4. So there is white haze. You know what? I'm gonna try and travel even under the white haze. So travel stage. So now in the roll on the table for travel stages, I will roll with a plus 10%. So it's more dangerous, okay? Well, 31. Perfect. 31 plus 10, 41. So nothing to report. Nothing happens. The coast is clear. Perfect. So now I'm going to roll for the kilometers covered, but in forests, because despite the fact that I was at the 39 kilometer, and that's plains, but if you are in less than, the distance is less than 5 kilometers farther from the next terrain, you will roll in the next terrain, because most of the kilometers covered are going to be covered there. So forest, but I have advantage on the roll in forests because of Barcia. Barcia gives me that advantage. So I roll 2 d10 and I get to choose the higher result. A 5 and a 4. No problem, a 5. 5 plus 10, 15. Multiplied by the 0.9 of the draft animals, and 0.9 because it's a 10% penalty in the traveling speed. So it's like 12 kilometers covered. So now I have to write down 12. So I get to be in the kilometer 51. Okay. So this evening, due to the fact that I'm playing a guarding contract with blacksmiths, I have written down here that after crossing the 48 kilometer, I need to visit section 3 of in blacksmiths and cauldron makers in order to know more things about my passengers and their story. So I should substitute the role on the table for travel stages by visiting that section. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to spoil you the little secrets there in the contract layer. So I am always going to avoid that visit and just roll on the table, either the table for camp stages or the table for travel stages. Okay, now day 2, the second day, the afternoon, evening. First of all, the mist forecast. 3. So the white haze is gone and the coast is clear and I can proceed with my journey. A travel stage, let's see if something happens. 82. Okay, that's a terrain thing in the forests. So now I need a even result. 69, nothing. 79, nothing as well. And 35, nothing, because if you get 3 times the opposite numbers that you need, in this case I need even numbers and I got 3 times the different odd numbers, so it's like stop and you have been lucky, so nothing happens. Okay, good. So it's like something was about to happen, but my guards do things well and they dodged the problem or the hazardous situation. I don't know. Perfect. So let's roll for the kilometers covered. A 1 and an 8. An 8 is good. 8 plus 10 multiplied by 0.9 because of the draft animals. It's like 16. 16. Perfect. 67 kilometers covered when I finished the afternoon evening stage. Now the night of the second day. So white haze, a barrel. I'm gonna spend a barrel of gold dust in order to be safe and sound in a camp stage. So no kilometers covered, 67 for a total of 67 in day 2. So let's roll. Let's roll on the table for camp stages. Oh my gosh, 00, 100. That's the most dangerous thing that you could get. But listen, you need to go to section 53, but there it's going to tell you that if you are surrounded, if you are lucky enough to be surrounded by a belt of gold, then breathe, because nothing is going to happen to you. The worst manifestation of the black heart is there. The mists themselves are like looking forward to meeting you, and it's like a chase there. You need to get running, but not in this case because we are surrounded by a belt of gold. So nothing happens, and this is the end of my second day. It's about time to resume the journey. Day 3. So first, mist forecast. I get a 2. So just the perpetual vapor. So nothing that holds me back. So let's keep going and devouring those roads of the Thekainar lands. Let's roll on the table for travel stages. 47. 47 is just like 4 points close to the first thing happening to our guards, but nothing at all. So just happy things and enjoying our trip so far. Now the kilometers advanced. In this case, a 2 and a 9. So I am going to keep the 9, so 9 plus 10, 19, multiplied by 0.9 equals 17. So for a total, let me see, for a total of 84 kilometers. Perfect. When does the forest end? Okay, at in the kilometer point 90. So I am 6 kilometers away from clearing the path and start rolling again in plains. Perfect. So let's see the afternoon, evening of the third day. First, the mist forecast, a 4. Perfect. 0 barrels of gold as spent. A travel stage. Let's roll on the table for travel stages. A 20. Nothing happens, nothing to report. Let's proceed. Good. A 5 and a 5. I don't know which one I'm going to keep. Okay, a 5 plus 10, 15, multiplied by 0.9 equals 13. So I get to cover 99 kilometers. So that's more than half way through Weathersmooth. Perfect. And see, here, this night, I should substitute the roll on the table for camp stages by visiting the section number 35 of in Blacksmiths and Cauldron Makers in the book 2, the book of the contract ledger book. But as you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to just roll as like in the trading journeys. You will know about trading journeys with no passengers, like throughout your campaign. Perfect. So let's roll a 59. Okay, good. Nothing happens. So that was day 3. Let's start day 4. The 4th day, I will have mists. No, because that's a 2 and I need a 1. So perfect. 0 barrels of gold dash spent. This is a travel stage. So let's roll. Okay, 93. Wow. That's we are traveling through plains. So let's roll in the plain 100 section, and I'm going to get an 80. Okay, an even number. So that's green light for visiting the 80. So 680. You are suddenly rammed by an unexpected opponent, though its sole desire seems to be to flee. Run away. Combat 3, life points 4, special rules. After the first round, if this creature is still alive, it will make a very fast escape and will be out of your convoy's reach, so it will manage to escape and the combat will end at that instant. If you manage to defeat it just in the first attack before it escapes, turn to 1256. You know, that seems to be a good thing, don't you think? So, but okay, 4 life points. So I need to be able to inflict 4 damage. So my combat at this very moment is a value of 3. My caravan combat skill is up to 3. So I need 1 more. Do you remember section 909 that that in my next fight one of the passengers will give me a +1 in combat, so I already have a combat of 4. So it's just a fact of winning the first opposing attack roll. So let's see if that happens. Okay? So a 3 and a 4, and a 2 and a 5, and I have +1, so I'm winning. I won. So I get to visit, because I defeat the run. So I get to visit section 1256. Magnificent! Thanks to the delicious meat that this unexpected capture will offer the caravan members in the next camp stage, when they get to eat it, you will recover 1 extra point, which you could add to the life points of the passengers or to the life points of one of your guards. It's your choice. Perfect. Well, nobody in the caravan is injured, but when nothing bad happens, it's a good sign. It's a good thing. So I get to keep going, right? Perfect. So that was like my morning of the 4th day. So let's roll for the kilometers advanced. Okay, 18. Wow, 18 plus 10, 28. Multiplied by 0.9 of the draft animals, 25, for a total of 124 kilometers covered. Wow, that's 2/3 of the path. Good. Let's imagine, let's picture that caravan with the company hands, my guards, the blacksmiths and cauldron makers, and the apprentices, the officials, everybody doing their share, trying to pull out all the stops in order to keep moving, because the Thekainar lands are no joke these days. So let's go to the afternoon evening of the 4th day. Well, afternoon evening of the 4th day of my trip. So first of all, the mist forecast. 4, so no mists, so I can proceed with some calm and try to cover as much kilometers as I can. But first, the roll on the table for travel stages. 89, that's something related to the terrains. In this case, I am traveling through the plains, right? Because I am 6 kilometers away from changing the terrain from plains to hills. So this roll belongs to plains. Okay, let's see what I get. 31. That's not for travel stages. 42. Yeah, that's the one. So let's visit section 642. Oh, I can see bold letters here. Your journey is interrupted by a monstrous being, a horrible sight that will hunt your guards in their dreams. In the past, it must have been 2 different men, now merged into one, forever bound together by the mists. Get rid of them. So it's a 2 men merged together monster. Combat of 4 and 13 life points. Special rules? None. Okay, good. So, in order to be kind of safe fighting these monsters, I need to have at least the same amount of combat. At this moment, I have a combat of 3. So, I have a combat of 3, and I need at least to be at the same level of the monster with a combat of 4. So I'm going to use Felix Heroics. Okay? So I delete the heroic. I will give him 20 silver crowns. Okay? And I'm taking those coins down from my expedition cash. Perfect. So now I am up to combat 4. should I spend as well my potion, the bellicose potion, to get my caravan combat skill up to 5? I'm not going to do that yet. If the fight is not going that well, if push comes to shove, then I will use it instantly and get my combat up to 5, but not right now. So 4, my enemy 4, my combat 4. So let's start rolling the opposing attack rolls. Okay, 7 for the enemy and a 10. Okay, so I am injuring my opponent with 4 life points less. Perfect. Second turn. A 9 and an 8. Let's roll the damage location. Wow, a 12. Ooh. So with every 6, I have to injure my guards with 1 life point. So 1 life point for the first 6 of the dice for like Felix, and the other one for Sugoth. But I get to choose where the damage goes. So I'm going to put it on the cargo, and the cargo is invulnerable. So no damage in this case for the cargo. Okay. Next turn. A 9 and a 9. Okay, that's a tie. Let's keep going. An 11. Ooh. And a 5. Damage location roll. Another 11 with a 6. So, Barcia, 1 life point less. And the passengers, because it's here it says in the damage location table that an 11 is for passengers, so 1 life point less for passengers. Okay, next opposing attack roll. A 6 and a 4. Another loose round. So I'm start to think that I will need to use the potion. Let's roll the damage location roll. A 2! Good! I am lucky this time, because with a 2 it means that like the monster is getting bored, or maybe they need to do something somewhere else, but the monster is fleeing, is running away from the fight, so I can have a moment of peace, trying to put together my team and count the losses. Well, okay, that's it for my afternoon evening of the day 4. So let's check the kilometers advanced. Okay, 13. So 13 plus 10, 23, multiplied by 0.9, 21, for a total of 145. Now I'm talking. I'm traveling now through hills. Okay, good. So let's check how it goes at night. Well, 145 kilometers. So I just have passed the kilometer where this trip to Weathersmooth is telling me that I should be visiting the third quarter related section from the blacksmiths and cauldron makers, number 8 in blacksmith. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to substitute that visit with a roll on the table for camp stages for the fourth day. Okay. So this night, mists, white haze, level 1, density 1. I'm going to use up a barrel of gold dust, camp stage. So let's roll 69. Well, nothing happens. And now with the automatic point that I get to recover, I'm going to use it to heal Barcia and Sugoth. Because of the fact that he is a healer, he will heal Felix, and with the goat, because we are enjoying so much eating that ram from the morning, I get to heal the passengers by 1 life point. So that's a good thing to remember. Perfect. Let's start day 5, the 5th day, with mist forecast. A 1. So white haze or gray murk. Another 1. Gray murk. So a camp stage, and I'm going to spend a barrel of gold dust. No kilometers traveled. I am staying at the 145 kilometer point. So let's roll for camp stages. A 40. Okay, nothing happens there. Well, so I'm going to heal Sugoth. Good. So, afternoon, evening. Mists forecast. A 1. Come on! And that's not a good result, because the gray murk goes worst, and there is now black heart, the 3rd density of the mist. Wow. Another barrel of gold dust, camp stage, no kilometer advanced. So let's roll on the table for camp stages. 71. Okay, that means that something is going to happen to one of my cards. So first of all, I roll a d4. With a 1 and a 2, it's something personal, and I will visit the sections related to one of my cards. Talking about the specific card, but with a 3 and a 4, it means that it's like more generic things that happens to one of my cards. So 3, so something generic, sections 801 to 900, and 1 or 2 is going to be Felix, 3 or 4 Sugoth, and 5 and 6 is going to be the affected card Barcia. So I get a 4, so it's Sugoth. Sugoth is the one that I need to be concerned about. Okay, let's roll. 03. So I'm going to visit 803. You are in luck, as your guard has just gained a new special characteristic, which they have learned from one of their companions due to the many hours they have spent together. As the only requirement, the new characteristic your guard receives must be possessed by another who is present on this trip, who has taught it to your employee, except anti-mists from Alcia. Write it down in their individual character sheet and keep it in mind throughout the game. Wow. So Sugoth is learning a new special characteristic. You know what? I made up my mind, and I'm going to give him safe camp from Felix. So now I'm going to write that Sugoth have the special characteristic of safe camp as well, giving me another +1 in combat when I am in a camp stage. That's incredible. So Sugoth, now it's a very important guard of my roster. A healer with combat skills. Perfect. That's marvelous. Well, okay. So now I need to play the knight with black heart. So I'm staying for the whole day in the kilometer point 145 in the middle of the hills on my way to Weathersmooth, and I'm going to stay at Barrel of Goldash camp stage. So let's roll. Camp stages 82. That's something related to animals, the draft animals. Okay, 09, the odd number, so that's good. So let's visit 1009. The draft animals become upset while grazing. One of them has been spooked for a reason unknown to your guards and has set off a chain reaction that has required the whole team to calm them down again. Sadly, not only have they been affected, but in a head-on collision with the work of one of the company hands who was checking and repositioning the merchandise, the goods have also been damaged. Subtract 1 life point from the draft animals and 1 material point from the cargo. No damage for the cargo, remember. So I'm gonna take down 1 life point from the draft animals. Well, that's not that bad, because Barcia is a draft animals expert, so I will get to heal them afterwards, right? Well, let's start the day 6, the 6th day of my trip, by rolling the mist forecast. Remember that this previous night, I had the black heart. So, a 2, okay, good. So it's going down to density 2. So now, gray mark. But I am not that crazy. I'm staying there in a camp stage. So I'm going to spend another barrel of Goldash. No kilometers advance. Let's roll on the table for camp stages. 89. That's something related to heals. 69. Okay, I'm going to visit section 269. While your expedition is camped there, the members of the caravan are attacked by a flock of raptors. Despite the initial chaos, truth be told, the only targets of the attack are your draft animals. Fortunately, the quick intervention of the guards manages to drive them off, although this does not prevent some of their victims from being injured. Irretrievably, your draft animals lose 1d4, oh my god, life points. But remember, I get to heal with Barcia the previous life point, but I can't do anything trying to heal the points that are going to lose this stage. So 1d4, a 4. Oh my god. So my draft animals are down to 5 life points. That's not good at all. But you know, well, nothing else. So let's play the afternoon evening of the day 6. Mist forecast, a 3. Okay. So white haze, it's now. White haze. You know, I'm bored about being here in the same spot for almost 2 days, so I'm going to risk my expedition and play a travel stage with white haze. Okay, so on the table for travel stages, a +10 because of the white haze. So let's roll. 11. Okay, good. +10, 21, nothing happens. Perfect. So let's check the kilometers advanced, and remember that Felix is giving me advantage in that roll for heals. So 2 d12s, and I will choose the best, the higher one, the high result. Okay, a 12 and a 6, 12, that's perfect. 12 +10, 22. Multiplied by 0.5 because of the draft animals, and multiplied by 0.9 because I get a 10% penalty in the traveling speed because of the white haze. So it's like 9 kilometers advance. So I'm now at the kilometer point 154. Okay, so this night, again white haze, I'm gonna spend a barrel of gold dust, camp stage, and no kilometers advance, so I'm staying there 154. So let's roll on the table for camp stages. 53, nothing happens. I get to heal 2 life points from the draft animals, one because of Barcia, and the other one is the automatic point that you get to heal something every camp stage. So now they are up to 7 life points, just 2 less from their maximum. Okay, good. Let's start the morning of the day 7, the 7th day, with a mist forecast. A 4? Yeah, perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. So no mists, 0 barrels of gold dust spent, a travel stage. Good, a travel stage. Going through hills, because the change of terrain is at the 160. I am just 6 kilometers away from that point. So I still roll on hills. Let's see. 48. Perfect. Nothing happens. Nothing to report. Let's check the kilometers advanced. At 6 and at 2. I get to choose the 6. 6 plus 10, 16, multiplied by 0.7 because of the life points of the draft animals, and that equals 11, for a total of 165. Perfect. And the afternoon, mist forecast, 3. No mists, 0 barrel of gold dust spent, travel stage, 47. Good, good. So kilometers advanced. But now the kilometers advanced are, I'm going to roll on forests, okay, with advantage given by Barcia. So a 9 and a 5. I get to choose the 9. 9 plus 10, 19, multiplied by 0.7, 13. So the total of kilometers advanced at this point is 178. I am just getting closer and closer. Perfect. Let's play the night of the 7th day. Well, tonight I have white haze, mist density level 1, so I'm going to use up a barrel of gold dust, just to be safe, of course, as always. My guard expects nothing less from me. This is a camp stage. Camp stage, okay, let's roll. 96, that's a terrain thing. So let's roll now on terrains, in this case forests. 22, no, I need an odd number. 35, okay, that's the one. So I'm going to visit section 335. This doesn't look good. No sooner are your people finishing the setup of the camp when something happens that forces them to try to pack and flee. But to what reason? Unfortunately, the members of your expedition have found themselves surrounded by a myriad of carnivorous plants, gigantic and corrupted by the mists, which attack everything within their reach. Now use your guard's driving skill to escape from that lethal trap. Carnivorous plants, a complication driving of 4 during 5 rounds. Okay, this is not a fight, this is a complication. It lasts some rounds, in this case 5 rounds. Special rules. Because of this event, you must transform the present camp stage into a travel stage, so you are forced to retake the road and make a roll on the table for travel stages. If you have already spent a barrel of gold dust to protect yourself, you have been unlucky, as you cannot get it back. In addition, you are not allowed to gain any points from the ones you could recover in a camp stage. Finally, if that next stage corresponds to the night, your caravan will be still obliged to advance in the dark, following the rules of the special table for traveling by night, in order to escape certain death. Okay, so first of all, I need to solve the complication thing. So let's see. A driving of 4. The complication have a driving of 4, and I have a driving of 3, but +1 because we are in the surroundings of Weathersmooth, and +1 because we are in a forest, thanks to Sugoth and Barcia. So I am up to 5. But remember, the complication of 4 of the carnivorous plants is upgraded by the white haze up to 5. So I need to be on top of that. So I'm going to spend the potion that I have to boost my driving skill. Okay. And now I have 3, +1 from Weathersmooth, +1 from Forest, and +1 from the potion. See, 6 to 5. So I am 1 above the driving complication of 5. So I'm going to roll with a +1. So let's start rolling. Remember, I need to survive just 5 rounds. First round, an 8 and an 11. I win. So next, second round, a 10 and a 9. So +1, it's a tie. So perfect for me. It's like a win. So third round, a 6 and a 6, +1, no problem. Nothing to report here. Let's flee from the carnivorous plants. So 2 rounds remaining. Let's check the fourth round. 11 and a 5. Damage location of 10. Okay. So the passengers are going to lose not just 1 life point, but 2 because of the white haze. 2 life points for the passengers. Damage of 2. Okay, but that was the fourth round. So just the last one. Fifth round, 8 versus 5. Okay, I'm losing this round as well. So damage now at 12. That means that I need to put some injures on my guards. So not just 1 life point less, but 2 because of the white haze. So Felix, 2 life points less, and Barcia 2 life points less. But I get to choose where the damage goes, and it's going to go to the cargo because it's invulnerable. So that's it. So the passengers, Felix and Barcia, are injured. Well, I need to roll on the table for travel stages as well. And with the white haze, I'm going to add a +10 of a penalty, right? So that's 64 + 10, 74. Oh my god. That's something related to the wagons. Let's roll. 23. Okay. So 1123. Okay, you know what? I'm reading here a section that is going to finish like deteriorating my wagons, but thanks to the magic banner of Weathersmooth, my wagons this very trip are so powerful that there is no damage for them. So I'm going to skip this one because my wagons are not in any way being injured or being like there is no breakdown for them. So good thing that it was something happening to my wagons. Okay, and I need to advance some kilometers because of the like surprising travel stage this night. So let's roll 2d10 and choose a higher result. A 10 and a 1. So 10 plus 10, 20. Multiplied by 0.7 from the draft animals and 0.9 from the penalty in the traveling speed because of the white haze, it's like a 12. So I'm going to advance 12 kilometers. So let's see. 190! Just 2 kilometers to get to safety. But that's not a bad thing, you know? It could be a blessing in disguise because I get to try to have a quiet camp stage on the next day and try to solve some problems because I don't want to get to Weathersmooth with a journey value that is under 1 because that is the thing that you would want to avoid. Okay, so let's play in a clever way the 8th day. So let's start by rolling the mist forecast. A 3. Okay. No, I'm not gonna spend any barrel of gold dash, but I'm going to have a camp stage. Let's roll for the camp stage. A 41. So nothing happens, but I'm going to heal the passengers with truth and the automatic point and get them up to their maximum 10 life points. That's the perfect thing to do when you are about to arrive to your destination. And now let's enjoy the liquor that I bought because, you know, I'm going to change the report from -10 to +10 because the liquor is giving me a +20. So if I sum those numbers up, I get a +10. That's the thing. That's okay. Now, the afternoon evening of the 8th day. One. So I have white haze, you know, a travel stage. I am just 2 kilometers away from Weathersmooth. So a travel stage. So let's roll 76 plus 10 of the white case, 86. I'm rolling in forests, 31. That's not the one because I need an even number, 20. Let's visit section 320 and pray for the best. One of your guards of your choice is so motivated that in the next camp stage, there's not going to be another camp stage, they will be able to use one of their special characteristics twice from among those activated in that stage. You know, that's a gift for me because I don't need to calculate the kilometers advance because I just need to go and advance 2 of them, and that's a sure thing. So I get to arrive to Weathersmooth. I'm there, mission accomplished. The blacksmiths and cauldron makers are so happy. So are my guards and the company hands with a merchandise in pristine condition, with the wagons in a perfect condition as well, and with the passengers healed, and with positive rapport between guards and passengers. So and I get there 1 day before the estimated time of arrival. So, well, I need to remind you that before checking the journey value, I need to visit section 38 in blacksmiths and cauldron makers, because it's the section related to the fourth quarter. Okay, but as you know, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to spoil any secret. So I don't want to give away the pleasure that you are going to feel reading the contract layer. So I'm just going to the point and learn about the outcome of my trip. Okay, that's all kind of a perfect trip for my people. And remember, Sugoth is now and Barcia, they are like experienced guards and will get to have heroics in their next trip. So let's check the journey value of this trip, my first guarding contract of the campaign. So the journey value will go like this. It's 1 multiplied by 1.1 because I get there 1 day before, multiplied by 1.1 because of the rapport between guards and passengers, and multiplied by 1 because of the merchandise, by 1 because of the life points from the passengers, so nothing there. So it's a result, I get a result of 1.2. That's so good. So the money, it was 170 for Weathersmooth, multiplied by 2 because of the blacksmith's special cargo from Volund, so 340 multiplied by 1.2 because of the number of my journey value. So I get to earn 408 silver crowns, and I return this 80 from the expedition cash, and I have 2 barrels of gold dust remaining, so those will go as well to the company provisions. Okay, so now the contract ledger is telling me that I must visit section 5, and that section is where I calculate the journey value. So with this result, I get to visit section 39 and enjoy like the gifts of a well-done mission. So they are giving me, the blacksmiths are giving me a gift. I'm going to give it to Felix, an improved weapon, and they are giving me a keyword, okay, a special keyword called coste, and that keyword is going to be used in trading journeys, but I will talk about that in another video. And I get to meet with the resistance leader from Weathersmooth, and they are going to tell me the things that they need, so I'm starting to discover things about the game. Okay, so that's it. It's important to mark Barcia with the first trip, Sugoth the first trip, Felix, this has been his second trip, and remember that Sugoth has now camp, safe camp special characteristic, and Felix have a 1 incepting point because he used up his heroics, and like 20 silver crowns for his savings. Okay, let's. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned things about the routine, about the mechanics of these trips. And remember, this is just one story of the 4 allowed each month. So I don't know, but I could go to the Coliseum, to the Blood-Soaked Arena. I could go to the El Muria races. I could go to the Oracle, to the Tavern, and I will not forget to visit the souk. That's not a story, that's something that you can do whenever you want, because I have enough money to treat my guards with some stuff. See you in the next video.